Christian Novels Audiobooks, the story of Wayne and Jean Vozzolo, One Vozzolo Christmas. This is episode number 24. Soon the four of them were over at the tractor place. "Chester, I know there's not much of a selection here. Next time we go into town, we'll get some more things for you," Jean said as she led the way to the small clothing section. Chester tried on a pair of jeans and a shirt he thought were about the right size. Jean picked up a couple of packages of underwear and t-shirts she knew would go with the clothes size. "Get you 4 more shirts. That's about all they got in your size. And rats, they only have one more pair of jeans in your size. Here, I'll hold them," Jean said, reaching for the clothes. "Son, we need to get you a pair of boots. I'm afraid that's all they have here." 10D, huh?" Wayne asked. "Yes, Wayne," Chester replied, looking at the small selection of boot boxes. Jean ripped the tags off a pair of jeans and one of the shirts. Then she ripped open a package of socks. "Chester, go put these on, including a new pair of socks." Wayne took all the other clothes in the boot box and went to the counter. Jean laid the tags down beside them. "And these, he's going to wear the clothes that go with them." The clerk looked inside the boot box and saw a ragged pair of cheap gym shoes and a dirty pair of socks with holes in them. Before he could say anything, Tony piped up, "He's my new big brother, and I won't butt him again like a donkey who says hee-haw or a little lamb that says bah." Tony looked up at the clerk. "I promised him." "Then I guess you need to keep your promise, Tony," the clerk said. "New big brother?" He looked at Wayne and Jean. "Yep, Tony has a new big brother," Wayne and Jean said at the same time, smiling at the confused clerk. "Daddy, we got to get Chester one of these." Wayne took the orange baseball cap with the iguana on it from Tony and put it on the counter. "Yes, and one of these." Wayne pulled up in front of the school office and parked. All four got out of the truck. Jean made sure she had a good grip on Tony's hand. "Chester, you are now 18. You can enroll yourself while we wait," Wayne said as he opened the front school door for Jean and Tony. "No, sir. I'm clueless as to what to do. I'd really like it if all three of you came with me," Chester replied, shaking his head. "No." "Okay, then we all will enroll you," Wayne answered. "Chester, I get to go to school next year when I'm bigger. I mean, I'm a big boy now, but I'll be bigger then," Tony said as Chester took his new baseball cap off and sighed. "Yes, you will," Chester replied. Soon Chester was enrolled as a junior without permanent records. He would not be able to get them from his old high school. Only his foster parents could, or the caseworker, and then only before he turned 18. The representative from MFP Holding met Pat Wagner, her husband, Kyle Dakota Wagner, and also her sister and brother-in-law at the vacant Sunny Hill storefront. He unlocked the doors and flipped the lights on. "It's the policy of MFP Holding to have the lights on so you can see everything. Attached are some living quarters, and here's the key. If you have any questions, I will be over here. Look at everything. What you see comes with this property. There's grocery carts, shelving, displays, checkouts, cash registers, freezers, coolers, restrooms, warehouse, office, and of course the parking lot. Oh, here's the maintenance sheet of when and what work was done on this facility since MFP Holdings' acquisition." The rep handed the living quarters keys and the other keys to Pat. Then he sat down on a bench near the door. After exploring everything, the four came over to the representative. "Do you think MFP Holding would be willing to do a lease to own, or will they need it bought right out with me getting my own financing?" Pat asked. The representative looked down at his paperwork and then looked back up. "Do you want the property as a lease to own?" Pat looked at her husband, sister, and brother-in-law. "I do, but there's some things I have to figure out first. The last place I looked at in the boonies was actually in need of tearing down. It hadn't been maintained in years, and they wanted a fortune for it." "Oh, of course. The owner of MFP Holding has instructed me to do all I can do, within reason, to facilitate the arrival of a grocery store in this area. And if that means a lease to own, then it means a lease to own." "I have a question," the brother-in-law stated. "Shoot, I will answer to the best of my ability. If I don't know the answer, I'll find it out."